Hello everyone and welcome to Strong Style Gym and Independence. Matt Florjancic for WKYC, here along with the champ, UFC heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic, back in town after another successful title defense. Stipe, always good to talk with you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Stipe, first of all, what does it feel like to be back after successfully defending the title and avenging one of just two professional losses for you?
Nice to be back and relax and not worry about a fight. Just back home with everyone, my wife, family, friends, coaches, teammates, everything. It's great to be back and just soak it up and enjoy it.
For those who don't really know the fight game very well, you train here at Strong Style, but then you have to go on the road to do most of your fights. How long are you at the location where you're going to fight?
It all depends. If it's out of the country, usually go a little bit more than a week later, just to use the area, the time change, if it's a time change. But usually, I get there Monday, get my day to relax, and then Tuesday get signed up, do my signing and stuff like that, and then Wednesday and Thursday doing all my PR stuff.
When does it become real for you, that fight week?
When I step in the octagon.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm like, I can't leave now.
Well, the good thing is for you, you've kind of owned the octagon over the last 2+ years. You're on quite the winning streak. You've knocked out 4 straight guys, I believe in the first round, starting with Orlovsky and then continuing with Verdum and Overeem and then with Junior. What is it when you got that win over Junior? What did it mean to you to be able to successfully defend your title and tie a UFC record for the second time?
I was just happy to win. That guy's such a tough guy. He was a great guy too. Great person. He was a great competitor. And just getting a win over a guy I lost to. My last loss was to him. It was just great to get over him and just do it in such a great fashion.
Yeah, it was a great fashion, and it was a quick fashion as well. Another first-round knockout for you. I believe that's 4 straight first-round knockouts, 5 straight KOs overall, including the Mark Hunt fight. What has allowed you to go on such an effective streak of finishing fights so quickly?
The team I got, starts Marcus Marinelli, my head coach, and then all the coaches with him, and the gym, the teammates, my wife, my family, my friends. We are just a great unity, man. We're just a great collaboration of just people, and we have such a good chemistry with everything we do, and it's just better every camp.
We've had the pleasure from coming out here a couple times now, watching you spar or watching you work out ahead of your fights. Talk about your team and what they mean to you. Not only Marcus, but also your wrestling coach Steve, your grappling coach Pablo, your striking coach Alex, and also your sparring partners and what they mean to this whole thing.
I hit them all. They're just dicks. No, I'm sorry. They're amazing. Like I said, I wouldn't be here without them. They're just. They work with me. They show me stuff that they didn't know what I would like. They don't push stuff on me that I want to know. They push stuff on me they think I would like. And we always make it work. And it's like a relationship. You're dating a girl. You guys got to work through things and you figure out what they like, what you like, and then you just work on it. And that's how we are. And they're just great people. It's a great family environment here, and that's the best thing about this gym.
Is that why you stayed home instead of going to other camps in other parts of the country that maybe are a little bit more well-known than Strong Style was when you started here?
Yeah, I just got faith. They got faith in me. It's just loyalty. We got each other's backs. I could be 0-100, I still wouldn't leave, just because just the people here is amazing. And just the love and just the loyalty. Like I said, the loyalty is big to me, and I just love it. It's blood thicker than water, and these people are my family.
When in the fight game, obviously winning is important, but respect is a huge thing among fighters and among coaches and whatnot. Unlike your title win where Verdum basically said you landed one good punch, but he felt he was fighting a better fight, JDS came out and was very respectful of you and said, look, if I can't be the champ, I want Stipe to be the champ because above all else, he's a good person. Does that mean anything? Does that have any significance for you when you hear your peers have that respect for you?
100%. I'm the same about JDS. If it wasn't my night, when I fought him, he'd say, you got me again, and you're the champ, I'd be so happy he was a champ because he deserves it. I wouldn't want a better champion than him. Fortunately, I got the W. That's not what he wanted, but it's what I wanted. But I'd be the same way. I'm nothing respectful. It's business. It's professional. And I got no ill will towards anyone. And listen, I don't care what people smack talk. It's too exhausting for me to smack talk. It is.
Looking at you do a little bit of smack talk at the firehouse, I would imagine.
Oh,
right?
That's all we do though. That's all fun and games. I'm not trying to trying to hurt someone, I'm trying the feelings or anything like that. I'm just trying to have a good time.
So what was the reception when you came back from another title defense when you got back to the firehouse? Because I believe you went back to your shift that following Thursday.
I couldn't. I actually had to take the day off, so I'm not going back till Friday. So
okay.
We'll find out. But they all text me. They all love me. I had a couple guys there already supporting me there. One of my real good friends, Jamie, works with me at Valley View. He comes to all the fights, man. I love that guy. That guy's been there since day one, and he just, I love when he's there. And there's nothing but respect. But the minute I walk in, it's going to be just they're destroying me, and they don't care what I do.
Now, Jamie actually went down to Brazil to watch you win the title. Talk about the bond that you have with those brothers in the firehouse.
There's nothing like it. It's brotherhood. We got each other's backs no matter what. During work, out of work, we always got each other's back, no matter what the situation is. If someone's getting married, someone's having a child, if someone passes away, we're all there supporting.
Well, Stipe, I know you just got done with your last fight, but do you have an idea of when you're going to next step into the octagon? Have you been approached yet by UFC?
No, thank God. I was hoping end of fall, beginning of the winter. Like November, December. It should be great.
Do you really haven't had much of a break around the holidays? Do you kind of hate training, especially around the holidays?
Oh, I can't stand it. It's the first time in a while actually I've enjoyed Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve. It was great to have a good time. I'm hoping for that again. So we'll see what happens.
Is there a possibility of you getting another fight in the CLE sometime soon?
That'd be awesome, man. I would love it. I mean, it was great here. People loved it here, and I think it'd be huge again. So we'll see. What the UFC wants. If I was making those decisions, I wouldn't be fighting right now. I'd be working for UFC. But we'll see what they want. Talk to them and I'll pick it from there.
Was there any added pressure when you fought here last September and defended it successfully against Overeem?
Yeah, I just didn't want to let anyone down. In my hometown, and it was so big here. The first time I was here, I just didn't want to let anyone down.
Well, you haven't, Stipe, because you continue to get in there and you continue to rep the CLE. And speaking of Cleveland and the support system you have, we posted at Ask the Champ post on our social media channels today and got some questions in from some viewers that want to talk directly to you. So first of all, at Big Shot Bob 1979 wanted to know, what did it feel like to kick off Cleveland's championship run by defeating Fabricio Verdum last May?
It was amazing. I'm just happy that the city has something to be proud of. And then, the Lakers Monsters came in, and then the Cavs did it, and then the Indians came so close, but they did so well, and they shut a lot of people up because people didn't think they were that good. And it was an amazing feeling, honestly. It was just something the city was inspiring for something to hold on to. And we had multiple things, which was great. We're a title town now.
Yeah, we are, and we have you to thank because you kind of kicked it off. But you kind of had a busy weekend, the weekend of the Cavs finishing it off, because I believe you got married that weekend.
I did. That was the funnest weekend of my life. I got married Saturday and one went Sunday. It was crazy. It was nuts.
But even better watching the Cavs do it than when you did it yourself?
Oh, of course, man. Come on now. It's Cavs, baby. Who cares about me? I'm just a big dumb heavyweight.
You're far from that, my man, but you are definitely the heavyweight champion of the world, and we're glad that you call CLE home. Speaking of representing Cleveland, you got to lead the parade, the championship parade, and you got to soak up a lot of hometown love during that event last June. Can you put into words what it was like to be a part of that, and did you ever think in your life you would be a part of something like that?
No, never. When they got the call, I was like, get out of here, and then of course I'm going to do it. And then I remember doing it. And they gave me my jersey to wear to go parade. And it was like 90,000 degrees outside in the Blacks jersey. It was so hot, but it was all worth it. Watching 1.3 million people going nuts. It don't get better than that.
Since then, you've been a staple at Indians games, Browns games, Cavs games, and you've even, gotten recognition from those guys. Some have even come to your fight when you were in Cleveland. I believe Indians catcher Yan Gomes was in attendance. Yeah. What's it like to get the respect of other athletes in other sports?
Oh, it's great. They all got my back. I got their back. We all support each other. We're just a big, big family. And like Yan is an amazing man. Lucky to have him as a friend. And him supporting me like that. And watching the Cavs do it, talking to the Cavs, hanging out with them during the World Series, watching Yan play. It was amazing.
Well, hopefully you'll be watching him again in the World Series this year.
We will, 100%.
All right, well, we'll hold you to that.
It's fine.
All right, John Rutkowski through Facebook submitted a question. What's been your most gratifying win in mixed martial arts?
I think all of them. I think every win is gratifying.
One?
Yeah, nine to the next. Every win's a gratifying win just because you put so much time and effort in and you sacrifice so much and everyone around you sacrifices so much for you. It's you know, it's just amazing to get that win. You know, you work so hard to get it. It's just the feeling's awesome, and watching everyone around you support you and happy that they feel like they won with you. You know, what I mean, like they're in there with you. It's just you know, every fight's gratifying.
And Garrett from North Royalton asked, at what point did you realize that you had won the fight against Junior? That you were going to win the fight against Junior?
The whole time I knew I was going to win the whole fight. When I walked in, I knew I was going to win. You know, I knew I had to get in the situation that he wanted to get in, and I got him in that situation. It was going to eventually happen. I just, you know, quicker than I thought.
All right, well, Stipe, before we let you go, anything you'd like to say to the Cleveland fans and your fans in particular?
Oh, thank you for the support. You know, CLE till I die. You know how we do it, baby. And I appreciate everything you guys do. And let's go, Cavs. We got this.
All right, well, Champ, thank you very much for your time. Always a pleasure. Good luck in the future, and thank you very much for the win.
Thank you, sir.